Well, the trial for two former Vanderbilt football players accused of rape has been put on hold. This morning, Judge Monty Watkins granted a temporary delay of the trial because defense attorney Warwick Robinson needs emergency surgery on his arm. The judge would not agree to try the defendant separately and continued proceedings until January 12th. Corey Beatty and Brandon Vandenberg are each charged with 5 counts of aggravated rape and 2 counts of aggravated sexual battery. Vandenberg also faces additional charges of tampering with evidence and unlawful photography. Jury selection had started yesterday. The judge has now dismissed those jurors. The law enforcement community in Murray County is trying to come to grips this morning with the sudden loss of one of their own. Deputy Daryl Perrette was killed just after 3 a.m. after a terrible crash during his pursuit of a DUI suspect in Spring Hill. Officials say he lost control of his cruiser on Clara Mathis Road just north of Blackburn Lane. The vehicle flipped and hit a tree, killing him instantly. The DUI suspect wrecked her car not far from this scene, and she's expected to face criminal charges. Deputy Perrette was a 2-year reserve deputy with the department who graduated from the academy 3 months ago. He leaves behind a wife of 22 years and 3 children. We'll have much more on the loss of this officer who gave his life in the line of duty later today on News Channel 5. Information now on another deadly wreck, this one earlier last night involving 4 students from the same high school. It happened around 8 p.m. in Sumner County, just outside of Gallatin. The Tennessee Highway Patrol says a car carrying 4 Portland High School students turned in front of a tractor trailer at Old State Highway 109. 16-year-old Austin Osborne and 16-year-old Kayla Perdue were killed. 16-year-old Justin Lemons and 17-year-old Caitlin Taylor were critically injured. The students were all members of the school's bowling team on their way home from a match.
This is an extremely heartbreaking, sad, gut-wrenching incident, and our hearts go out to the families of everyone involved.
The driver of the semi-truck suffered minor injuries. Officials on the scene said he had no chance to avoid the accident. A prayer vigil at Portland High School lasted late into the night. Well, it's finally the day to get out the vote. Many communities will be deciding whether to allow wine sales in grocery stores, and there are several controversial amendments on the ballot. Cuthbert Langley spent the morning at the polls.
I'm here at the Cleveland Park Community Center here in East Nashville, where you can see a line of folks are already gearing up this morning, getting ready to vote during Election Day. So far, no problems to report. You can see some folks showing their IDs, getting ready to start the voting process this morning. And we spoke with one voter who says so far smooth sailing when it comes down to voting.
They went fine. It was nice. It wasn't a long line. The voting poll was easy. I read the amendments and I did my homework, looked at what was online, and made, hopefully, the right choice for all the amendments.
Well, you can see some folks behind me already starting to vote here, and while it does seem pretty popular here, early voter turnout numbers were actually a little bit lower this year, so it'll be interesting to see how things go this election given several controversial things on the ballot. We're here in East Nashville this morning. Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Our special election coverage continues throughout the day, and once the polls close tonight at 7, coverage begins on News Channel 5 Plus. We'll have results as they come in, and political analyst Pat Nolan will break down what it all means. Then stay tuned for a full wrap-up on News Channel 5 at 10. Back-to-back parties are keeping our town's top songwriters hopping this week. Last night it was ASCAP's turn, with the Performing Rights Organization honoring the most played songs during the year. Ashley Gorley was named Country Songwriter of the Year, and the ASCAP Country Song of the Year, it goes like this.
So when you do come across a great song, you know, there's nothing like it when you get to hear it on the radio. So tonight for us, this is more about kind of honoring all these great songwriters out here, not just, you know, ourselves. It's about them.
Alan Jackson and Craig Wiseman were given ASCAP's Heritage Award. Tonight, more red carpet action. News Channel 5 takes you inside the BMI Awards. Then tomorrow, after the CMA Awards, be sure to join us for our special called the CMA After Party.